In Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, don't call me tiny.
Right. All right, Zabisky's going around on the side, comes on the inside, trying to get out. First tries to go to the middle, then backs out, comes back around, comes in the inside, and now caught up in that wall of black. And there goes Des Moines on, no, to the penalty box.
That's number 8, Muhammad Ali, who I believe is doing double duty. I believe she's up to 18, so also skating with Team United this weekend, in addition to with the Des Moines Juniors. Okay, gotcha.
On your last nerve. Step into the jammer line against number 12. That is Razor. I called that name a lot 2 years ago. On your last nerve for Tampa is the daughter of our top-notch technical stream production person, the best stream manager ever.
Kill Billy and Dragonfire, the lone Des Moines blockers on the track on a 4-2 pack disadvantage, trying to hold the line.
Vince always there to bring you the important derby stuff as we get on about. Regardless, there goes Razor and On Your Last Nerve, both racing around the track. Razor takes Anya is the lead. Calls it off quickly before Razor gets her to score any points. On Your Last Nerve, once again, daughter of Skeesberger, running the stream up there high from the Crow's Nest. So shout out to Skeesberger and his crew. Rachel up there from University of South Florida coming in working with us for today. Doing a great job. Heard great things. Hopefully we've created a new Derby fan as Frico Suave now trying to get through against Triple Threat. And Frico Suave, it's not something you say very often when Triple Threat's on the line, but someone else's lead jammer.
Indeed, that is Tampa Bay Junior Derby's Frico Suave as lead jammer up against the 3-wall horizontal on the back, and great job by Miss Batitude, Dragonfire, and the third blocker back there, limiting Frico Suave to a lone point. But the good news, Al, is it gets the Tampa Bay Juniors on the scoreboard.
Yep, Tampa getting on the scoreboard with Frico. Frico had a run-in with Enigma down on that end. It looked like it's a little bit of contact going on. 7:07 back at the line as Razor, Jamit Jacob and Davinsky goes back to work.
And early on, Al, the Des Moines Derby Bratz running a 3-chamber rotation, unlike the 2-chamber rotation we saw yesterday against the attack pack.
Great defensive play right there by Little Miss Perfect, forcing Jamit Jacob to go out on the front straightaway, and there you can recycle, giving Haley a chance to fight through. But Haley is involved in that wall of black. Enigma and the rest of the Bratz just really doing good. Haley with a spin move on the inside. Ooh, and then hit from Jammer get together, hitting, going on the back, coming out of turn 2. And now Haley goes up into coming out of turn 4, coming back into the thing.
Great.
Once again, Little Miss Perfect, strong defensive play, closing the lane. It looked like Jamit Jacob was going to be able to pull that off, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Little Miss Perfect comes in and slams the door shut. That's 2 big hits in just a couple of jams by Little Miss Perfect.
And a cutting the track on Jamit Jacob. So Haley Zubinski not only lead jammer out, but with a Tampa Bay Juniors power jam.
A chance to take the lead for the first scoring change of the game. Dubinsky takes hits out about, looked like, wasn't sure whether she was going to go out or not, afraid of the track cut, but nope. She makes the right decision and goes back to the back, and now multiplayer block.
That's going to be number 4, Mad Hatter, on the multiplayer block as Zubinski will clear for another Grand Slam and call it off. And our first lead change of the game with 5 jams down. Tampa Bay Junior Roller Derby 11, Des Moines Derby Bratz 8, and the clock will stop as Des Moines will use its official review early on, Al.
Absolutely. This one's the first lead change of the game, and Des Moines calling timeout. Coach Mark, first of all, you have to understand, I spent 4 days for Olympics and Nationals with Just Incredible, who's wife, before they had their baby recently, skated for Mark on the adult team.
Yep.
And let's just say I have had conversations about Mark, and I've watched him coach, and he is a extremely intelligent derby mind, but he is not afraid to speak it either. Did I say that right?
I would not dispute that, sir.
I made the point without being ugly, right?
And while we're waiting for our official review and the results here, perfect time to acknowledge some of our vendors and sponsors here in the Wrecking Hall, including Pixie's Bling Hideaway, an independent consultant, and all jewelry is lead and nickel free. Pixie's Bling Highway from Pixie, who we're quite familiar as a skater in the Tampa Bay Derby area, as well as the original Nikki Ears, where all your custom ear dreams come true. Check out Nikki Favada, a custom ear designer and creator.
Did you see the Tampa custom Mickey ears?
I have not seen those.
Dude, how did you miss it? I was wearing them for like an hour and a half yesterday. It was a really beautiful thing. I think, you know what? I'm going back to the Mickey ears after this.
Nice.
I'm coming out with the whatever this is called, pink plaid, and I'm going with the Mickey ears after this game.
Sweet.
I feel like that needs to be the case.
Pac-Man consulting with his skating officials. I believe we've got our alt ref coming on over to give us a heads up, and I think we'll have that momentarily as head ref Pac-Man talking things over with coaches and captains.
Review was contesting the cut call on the black jammer. The coach stated that the initiator went down. Upon review, yes, the initiator did go down. However, he cut another opposing blocker.
And thanks to our alt ref, Des Moines looking for to overturn the cutting the track call on the jammer at that point after Pac-Man consulted with his officials, because the skater in question for Tampa Bay Juniors was down. That was found to be correct. However, there was an additional skater that it was found that the Des Moines jammer went around and re-entered in front of. So therefore, the cut track call stands. And unfortunately for Des Moines, they will lose their official review for the period.
And Rain DePayne going to try to take advantage of the track cut. Rain DePayne high stepping, almost had it. Goes down on the outside coming out of turn number 2.
And that is Enigma looking for a cut call on the jammer. Thought she re-entered in front of him, coming back in from the track. He'll do it for himself, try to go for some defense on that. And in the meantime, out of the darkness into light, out of the penalty box, Shamit Jacob, lead jammer for the Des Moines Derby Bratz.
Rain DePayne having a lot of trouble getting hit hard, and had to keep trying to take that outside lane and going down on one knee, coming back. Now going to come back, try it on the inside, and Enigma and number 4, Mad Hatter, putting the hits on. And right now, Rain DePayne is feeling DePayne as Shamit Jacob is now trying to jam it back through the pack for another point pass. Shamit Jacob goes down, quickly gets back up. Rain DePayne still trying to fight through, calling for the pivot person.
Trying to get the start pass to Complicated. Complicated seems to be saying, I don't want it, you take it. In the meantime, Shamit Jacob clears perfect 10 on 2 scoring passes down, and now start pass completed as Complicated, now your active scorer for Tampa Bay Junior Derby.
Yeah, Complicated realized it and came back and saw it and got the star. And I have a feeling there's going to be a conversation about that pass attempt when Complicated gets back to the bench.
It might just be a little bit of consultation.
I might know a little bit about the team around these folks. Razor and Anya Lassner step into the jammer line for these two talented teams. Number 4 and 5 in the country, 19 and 11, 8-point differential here with just under 23 minutes left to go here in the first period.
If you're just joining us on YouTube, that is Des Moines in the black jerseys, Tampa Bay Juniors in the pink jerseys, and that is going to be Razor, lead jammer for Des Moines.
22.5 minutes here left in the first half. No 8-point lead for Des Moines. Anya Lassner now getting through. Coming back around, through raising herself, and there it is called. Folks, the last two games of this evening will start, of this tournament will start at 5 and at 7, respectively, where the Tampa Sea Sirens against the Fort Myers Derby Girls will go right after this, and then the Tantrums and Team United, the adult version of this game.
Indeed, I'll be damned.
We have a Tampa Des Moines doubleheader with a Sea Siren sandwich.
I see what you did there.
Right?
In the meantime, triple threat once again at lead jammer. Triple threat now 2 of 3 for lead jammer calls so far in the game. Enigma clears out the lane for triple threat. The clear gets 4 on the pass, calls it off. That will bring us to Des Moines. 27 Tampa Bay Juniors holding at 11 with just under 21 minutes and 15 seconds left in regulation in the first period. I'll be damned.
That's right. And a lot of exciting Derby action coming in at Franky Panky 2018. I want to thank everybody out there listening on the YouTube channel. We had over 3,000 of you view yesterday and 90 something subscribers in just yesterday, new subscribers. So thank you for listening. We appreciate you. Stay tuned for more stuff coming up later all this week. And now you'll be notified of new content that will be on the I'll Be Damned YouTube channel.
And it is confirmed late Jammer Jacob will get that lead jammer call. Jacob now 2 of 4 for lead jammer calls so far in the game.
Yeah, Jammer Jacob, certainly a talented skater. And we did match up the 7s, not just numerically, but we're going to get a lot of 707 jams today.
I would not dispute that, whatever, Colonel be damned. Oh, and nice defense on the outside lane. I believe that was Tinkerbomb getting just enough of it to hit out Jammer Jacob and drag him back to the entry to turn number 3. Oh!
Jammer Jacob, there was no force jamming that. That was a finesseful jamming.
I would rate that at least a 0.8 on the Jamsterella Apex Jump Scale, Al.
Yeah, that was, yeah. That is Jamsterella approved. There you go. I see what you did there.
But nice defense trying to hold the position, particularly with Tinkerbomb and Little Miss Perfect to try and slow down Jammer Jacob. Will collapse the pack, but nice hold on the inside lane, courtesy of Dragonfire and Technology. So Jacob will clear for another pass, now being credited with 12 so far on the jam.
Little Miss Perfect going to the penalty box.
Direction of gameplay that will go against Technology of the Des Moines Derby Bratz. Jammer Jacob will call it off, but Al, the damage done. Even 3 more points for Jacob, although that will be Jabinski sneaking in for another 4 points for a 12-8 jam. Or actually, it's going to be more than that, as we'll stop the clock. Team timeout being shown for Tampa Bay Juniors, but I believe our jam refs and scorekeepers are going over saying, hang on, we got to correct this here.
Yeah, we like it when they talk about it. I know that sometimes it's not for game fluidity. It's fluidity. Anyway, it disrupts the flow of things a little bit, but we'd rather them get it right while we're here.
Let's get it right the first time, indeed.
Special shout out to all the volunteers that come together for this and every tournament, and those of you out there listening, especially those at Cloverleaf in Clover Cup. I'm not even going to try this anymore. Anyway, those of you out of that tournament, anybody that's involved in any derby tournaments knows how much work it is and how much volunteers and how many people you need to do it. And shout out to everybody, every volunteer that's ever volunteered for a roller derby event, because this sport would not be what it is or have the potential that it has without the army of volunteers that it takes to do it.
I have nothing to say that would debate or about that, whatever, Colonel be damned.
Look, obviously whatever I said, I don't remember what it was because I forget. But if you get the attorney, Vince Hannity, saying, no, I have nothing to say. Okay. Number 12, that is Razor once again. And great move by Razor, a little double step On your last nerve now, going to the penalty box for Tampa. 2 Tampa skaters in the box, including the jammer. Make that 3. A revolving door for Tampa right now. That'll be something that'll be discussed. Look for Coach Rojo and the gang over in Tampa to make some adjustments, especially coming out of halftime. As now Little Miss Perfect sprinting to get around back to the pack, but Razor coming right along. Now Little Miss Perfect's going to re-engage and try to be in position to slow down the Razor, but nope. Razor cuts like a knife right through that pink pack.
But Al, it feels so right, in the words of Brian Adams. I saw that cab coming down Broadway with its doors open. Out of the darkness, into the light. Anya last nerve back done with her penalty. Power jam killed, but the damage already being done by Razor. Already 15 points on the jam. She will call it before Anya last nerve can engage. And Razor will tack on 2 more points for 17 on the jam. And Al, last 5 jams, all 5 for 5. Lead jammer calls for Des Moines. And I dare say Des Moines currently in those last 5 jams on about a 52-8 scoring run.
Absolutely unbelievable. As it looked really, I think last time it was like 19-11. There was an 8-point differential. And I thought, wow, this is going to be close. And then since then, it's been all Des Moines. Right now, believe it or not, Des Moines is walking on air.
Well, it sounds like we might be due for an apex jump, courtesy of DJ Ito. But Frico Suave will beat out Triple Threat and get that lead jammer call for Tampa Bay Juniors. 3-wall, 4-wall now being dissected by Frico Suave. Dances around with a 360 past Enigma. Defense on the outside, courtesy of Tinkerbomb, as the jam gets called. And nice job as a total of 4 points for the Tampa Bay Juniors, and they will shut out Des Moines. Score now with 16 minutes and about 20 seconds left in the first. Des Moines Derby Bratz 60, Tampa Bay Junior Derby 23. If you're just joining us, number 1, welcome. Number 2, what took you so long? Number 3, Des Moines are in the black, and Tampa Bay Juniors in the pink.
Folks, I'm going to tell you, if you want your event to go your way and you want it to be special however, in whatever way you want to, you need to get DJ Ito to come hang out with you for the weekend, whether it be a derby tournament or everything else. You cannot lose with DJ Ito.
Jamet Jacob coming in hot to that rear triangle brace. Steps over the inside leg of number 23, Complicated. Confirmed grand slam by Lynx.
Of course, if you're local and you can't get DJ Ito, call Al B, because Al B will come help you out. I'm just saying.
With Al B, it's a guarantee.
Oh, look at you. Wait. Something's not right. That's Dubinsky, number 7, but that's 12, Razor. That's not Jamet Jacob.
Well, I think perhaps we're getting some adjustments on the fly to see what can be done to try and get some.
This is a halfway jam because it's 12 hours a day, 7 days a week.
I see what you did there, sir. Brace triangle at the rear with Enigma, Muhammad Ali, and number 9, Dragonfire. Back block penalty being called on someone. And
well, Dubinsky with a great move trying on the outside, and it was to do that, Dubinsky had to make a couple of good moves because as to do that, the Des Moines blockers came around another one, left one, and did a little trailer hitch, the hitch in Statue of Liberty play in football, but went around and met Dubinsky on the other side and gave a double trouble. So great pack play, and that's been, even with the adults this weekend, Standby and I were talking in the game earlier. Pack play has been exceptional this weekend. We've had, the jammers always get the credit, but wow, we've had some good pack play in this tournament.
Indeed, the top teams we've seen so far this weekend show that, hey, you can't just sit there on defense. You got to play the offense as well. The transition game is so key in WFTDA play. And in the meantime, Transitioning around in a 360 triple threat. Once again, lead jammer.
Look at this, and these two are off to the races. Triple threat worked through, and it looked like triple threat got so fast, and Frico Suave was hung up, so you just knew Frico triple threat was going to come around and get some quick points. And Frico did this bump 360 spin move matrix type thing, and then boom, he was off to the races. And to hang with speed-wise triple threat after getting that hit and that spin, wow, Frico Suave and Triple Head, two amazing athletes putting on an exhibition as they get out of there. How to skate fast by the juniors.
Indeed, and now for our jam at number 15, it will be Jamit Jacob, as well as, I believe that's Anya Last Nerve.
It is, absolutely. Anya Last Nerve is your jam before Tampa, and Anya breaks through lead jam 4, number 4, Anya Last Nerve. I see a bearded cameraman smiling up from the crow's nest.
Anya Last Nerve looking like she caught like a gust going through that pack, and now picking up momentum, held up by number 23. Technology will call it off, but Anya Last Nerve will still sneak in for the damage done, and I believe, 4 points on the board to bring us to a Des Moines Derby Bratz 66, Tampa Bay Junior Derby 29, with just over 12 minutes, 20 seconds left in the first.
Razor step into the jammer line for the Derby Bratz. I'd tell you more about number 23 for Tampa, but it's complicated.
It is indeed complicated. Thanks, Facebook.
I know, right? I'm sure right now Skiesberger's wishing he had a rim shot sound effect up there in the production booth. Complicated being forced out on the outside, comes back, and the Derby, these black jerseys hit really hard.
But our credit to the Tampa Bay Juniors after that run of about 5 jams where Des Moines kept getting lead jammer. 3 of the last 4 jams, a lead jammer going to Tampa Bay Junior Derby, including this most recent one, too complicated, who will sneak in to get 2 points and shut out Des Moines again, bringing us to 66-31.
Yes, that is the score. A 35-point lead for Des Moines with 11 minutes and 13 seconds left to go. Those of you watching, look, if you're watching, you're a Derby fan, so you know how fast these things can change. I've seen teams. Look, we got plenty of Derby left in this bout, and then the last 2. 3 Tampa teams taking us home this last 3 games of the tournament.
Multiplayer block. This one will be assessed against Little Rebel of Des Moines. And that is once again triple threat, lead jammer, triple threat for Des Moines. I believe, Al, unofficially now 4 of 6 on lead jammer calls for the game. Wide open inside lane. Des Moines catches Tampa Juniors napping. Grand slam for triple threat. Nice job of follow the leader by Frico Suave. It's only number 8, Muhammad Ali, barely catches him in time to knock him out and force the second effort. And again, big 1-2 punch by Muhammad Ali. Back now in turn number 2, multiplayer block. Penalty being assessed. Triple threat clears the back one more time, calls it off. He's going to get the full 5 on that pass. And I dare say, I'll be damned, at 18 points, I do believe that is going to be the highest scoring jam of the game so far.
Indeed, 79-35, 9.5 minutes left to play, 9 minutes, 20 seconds. Now we're back to 7:07. Jamit Jacob and Dubinsky. Tiny.
Clock stopped as our jam reps are over at our scorekeepers, making sure everything is correct on the scoreboard. That's how fast these juniors are, Al. The jam reps and the scorekeepers cannot keep up.
They are fast.
They are indeed quite rapid.
Enigma skates out, back into joining the pack. Enigma has been Enigma is definitely a force in the middle, and I saw him 2 years ago, and I was like, wow, that's a big dude, but yeah, I'm not going out there. Hey, I've always been told if you're scared, say you're scared.
I ain't scared.
I'm scared. If you're scared, say you're scared. Honey Badger for Tampa and Lemonade. Oh, I started to say Rojo. Hot Wheels. Womp womp. And Little Miss Perfect. Rounding out the pack for Tampa. Number 18. That is Kill Billy. 731 Enigma, we've already discussed. I'm being blocked on the other two numbers, Vince. I can't see. Rounding out the pack, I believe, is 23 for... Yep, that's Recnology. And the other one's in the penalty box, no? Anyway, stoppage of play. Those of you that are in-house, make sure you take a second to walk through Vendor Village. All kind of great things. Skate Strong and the Skate Shop. All kinds of sponsors over there in Vendor Village. You need to go see them out. See them. Also, the raffles that have been going on. $1 each for tickets or 6 for $5. Arm length for 10. All kinds of great prizes being given away this weekend.
And Al, I do believe for those locally, we are still selling what we colloquially call the bucket of booze.
It is the basket of booze, and not only... We're not selling it online anymore, are we? I don't know. You could go to Brown to...
I mean, I feel funny calling it the basket of booze because really it takes up the whole table. So, like, basket seems just inadequate.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. It's going to be raffled off later.
Look, all we're saying is if you win it and you decide to drive it home, make sure you put it in your trunk so that law enforcement doesn't stop you and see that. And if they ask for permission to search your vehicle, the one and only correct answer is no. Please get a warrant.
Public service announcement for our Derby attorney, Vince Hannity.
The Fourth Amendment is your friend.
We learn all kinds of things listening to roller derby tournaments, whether you're at home, sitting there with your favorite cup of coffee and a cup of water, or if you're in-house enjoying the food truck that's out front, the Albecue that's behind us, or any of the snack options at the Tampa Roller Derby Bake Sale. Get baked with Tampa Roller Derby.
Jamet Jacob and Haley Zabinski with the stars for Des Moines and Tampa Bay, respectively. Once again, Enigma on the defense with that big arm up just to make sure, hey, you know, here's where you got to re-enter, otherwise you're getting a cutting the track. And that will also be Recnology trying to hold the line. And again, Enigma on the defense. Enigma and Recnology doing a pretty good pairing on the defense, slowing down that jammer. Ho-ho! Might have been at that point. So that was Zabinski getting lead jammer, and then just Jamet Jacob coming in maybe a little bit hot. Refs didn't see anything that necessarily...
coming in hot, yeah. Let's just say coming in hot. There was no... I don't think there was anything egregious. I think Tampa might have been thinking, hey, isn't that, maybe in the back, wasn't it a little bit? But nope, I don't know. And that's just me. I don't know what Coach Rojo was thinking. That's just me speaking. I have put words in nobody's mouth. But the officials, another great volunteers that they are right there on top of it. So who am I to say anything? As number 12, that's Razor trying to work through.
Oh, and that's going to be Anya Last Nerve jammer for the Tampa Bay Juniors, reporting to the box. Only the second power jam of the game for Des Moines.
Wow. Think about that for a minute.
It's got to give him credit. It's been a clean game so far as jammer penalties. A total of 3 jammer penalties. Only 1 for Des Moines, only 2 for the Tampa Juniors.
If I'm not mistaken, both the 2 were on your last nerve.
I believe you are correct, sir.
On your last nerve with two penalties. The only 2 jammer penalties for Tampa and only 1, as Vince said, for Des Moines. We like clean jammer games.
We like when the jammers stay on the track. It's fun when the jammers stay on the track. And it's fun when blockers play offense, particularly, again, Al, I keep saying his name, but I can't emphasize enough. Enigma, particularly in this jam, just all over. Somebody's lost a toe stop in the outside lane, but Enigma just beautifully playing offense and then transitioning to defense to slow down on your last nerve. Jam will get called as that will be a razor hung out in the pack, but the damage done as she'll track up 17 points.
DJ Ito making the comment that there was equipment everywhere. There was a wheel on one side of the track rolling around, a toe stop on the other line. Right there, it's kind of like reminiscences of my baseball umpiring days because I did a lot of youth baseball. And after about the second, can you call time so I can tie my shoes, is when I call time and make everybody on both teams stop and tie your shoes right now, because I'm not. That's what happened. We need to make everybody check your equipment.
And it's a blocking out of bounds call against Triple Threat. So not only is complicated lead jammer, but Al, he's on the Tampa Bay Juniors Power Jam.
Complicated gets a hard hit by Enigma. Enigma bringing him back all the way back, way over here, past the jammer line. Now Complicated trying to work through. Come back.
And I love the technique by Enigma. Goes in for the block, but keeps those forearms and elbows right tucked into his body to avoid the penalty. Beautiful, beautiful work.
Shout out to number 10, Rain DePayne. Rain DePayne got hit hard and popped right back up. It was one of those old, like, you knock them down, they jump right back up. It was pretty impressive. As now we get back. One skater advantage for Tampa, trying to take advantage of it, but there is Triple Threat. Triple Threat getting through 3 times as fast as anybody else would.
And Star has been passed as Honey Badger now with the star cover in hand. That means no longer lead jammer, and Al, we go the full 2 minutes.
Badger had just got the star pass. It was so smoothly done that I did not see it. And then I was about to comment on that impressive high step and move that Badger did on the inside when I noticed that Badger was putting on the star. So now Badger will skate the rest of this jam as the jammer for Tampa. And Triple Threat trying to fight through. And
Triple Threat jogging around the outside of Peaches and Screams, trying to make sure he leaves enough space for the Holy Spirit in Catholic school fashion. Gets clear. Yep. Jam will end on 2 minutes, and the clock will stop. And I believe if I see our jam timer, Aggie batting correctly, this is going to stop for an official review for our Tampa Bay Junior Roller Derby.
Yeah, you mentioned Triple Threat and Peaches and Screams, little meeting over there on the back straightaway. That was pretty impressive because Triple Threat made a great move to get out there and made such a powerful move along the side that it looked like Triple Threat was fixing to have it clean, and then Honey Badger just came through and just like a Honey Badger was all over it. Ended that quick. Official timeout. Probably.
We are clock stopped at 3 minutes 51 seconds left in the first period for an official review for Tampa Bay Junior Derby. Score on the board: Des Moines Derby Bratz 97, Tampa Bay Junior Derby 37. If you're watching live on the Al B. Dam Entertainment Network on YouTube, my name is Vince Hannity. He's Al B. Dam, the head of Tampa Roller Derby announcing, as well as the tournament head announcer of Franky Panky 2000 Skate Team. We are under an official review for Tampa Bay Juniors. Perfect reminder, we've got 2 more games scheduled for today. As my colleague earlier pointed out, at 5 p.m., the Sea Sirens of Tampa Roller Derby take on the Fort Myers Derby Girls. And then our Sunday night's main event at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, as Team United takes on the Tantrums. And I believe our Alt Ref Pika coming over here to give us an update on our official review. We'll have some updates momentarily.
Oddly, that the confrontation that you and I were just discussing between Honey Badger and Triple Threat, and I told you there was a lot of movement back and forth, and it was a highly contested on the track moment, and it was obviously a contested off the track moment as well.
Indeed, thanks to our alt ref Pika. That was the source of the official review for Tampa Bay Junior Derby. They were asking for a cut track penalty on the jammer for Des Moines. Upon review, there was insufficient evidence to show that the Des Moines jammer ever had any part of a skate, of a limb, of an arm, of a hand touching outside of track boundaries. Therefore, there will be no cut track penalty assessed, and Tampa Bay Juniors will lose their official review for the period, all 3 minutes and 51 seconds of it.
Oh. Jamet Jacob going to the jammer line for the Derby Bratz, Frico Suave. Frico Suave has been a superstar for our team this year, and I mean on this tournament, and I do not mean for the Tampa Junior Roller Derbies. He's been back there slinging Albuquerque all for 2 solid days, killing it along with Lemonade and Lil Dam and the rest of the Tampa Junior Roller Derby.
Pack for Des Moines, including Mad Hatter, including Ricknology. And boom, just like that, Frico Suave, gone, baby, gone for Lee Jammer.
That was, wow. Frico did kind of a dip to the inside. You thought he was going to go out, and it's like he stood up, jumped once to the right, and then shot on the outside as Jamet Jacob now coming back. Frico calling it off. Perfect track awareness, knowing where his jamming opponent is and calling it off right before any points were scored. Unfortunately, Frico able to score 4, but then...
Well, I mean, still a lot of derby. It's not a bad strategy to go ahead and work that nickel and dime strategy for the juniors. I think they may have re-emphasized focus on that after that start pass a jam ago while Tampa had lead, Al.
Absolutely, and it's 106-41, so we got a 59-point difference. You think, hey, this is over. What Tampa needs to do is just keep moving in the right direction.
Indeed.
You don't have to move big jumps. You can get 4 points and call it off, because it's better to get 4 points and call it off when they got 0 than to get 8 points and call it off when they have 6.
As long as you're working those differentials, still got plenty of time. But that's going to be Razor with about 25 seconds off the jam clock, getting lead for the Des Moines Derby Bratz. I want to say Razor. 4, 5, 6, 7. Razor maybe about 4 of 7, 4 of 8 for lead jammer calls. But I dare say, Al, she's probably been the most frequently used jammer so far for the Des Moines Derby Bratz in the period. And tough break for Tampa Bay Juniors as the star was past a Tinker Bomb, but gets a cutting the track. So Razor not only leads jammer, but on a power jam. And once again, Enigma, just with that leverage, size, and power, clears out the inside lane for Razor. Get food for one more pass and to call it off. And that is confirmed 15-0 advantage Des Moines, bringing us to 121-41 Des Moines Derby Bratz over Tampa Bay Junior Derby with about 1 minute and 19 seconds left in the first. Once again, a triple threat lead jammer for the Des Moines Derby Bratz. And again, it seems like, Al, no matter what they do, ultimately Des Moines ends up going for that inside lane and just having Enigma perfectly positioned, just clear it out with plenty of space to get their jammer through no matter who it is.
Sorry, sir. Yeah, triple threat working through, and there's something to be said about Enigma number 731 being in there, and it's a very talented, powerful skater, and let's face it, takes up space right there in the middle of that pack and opens up some great opportunities.
He's just doing yeoman's work in the pack all period long.
And I know we don't keep track of over here everybody that was on the track each jam, whether it be, but I tell you one thing, more often than not, I look out there and Enigma stays right. Look, once again, Enigma has probably, I guarantee you, he spends more time on the track than any member, at least for this bout.
I would not dispute that at this point, sir. And I believe we're at our 30-second check to see at this point, but I was going to say, see, either team has used their official review, but both teams have already used their official review, so Aggie Battery says, oh yeah, it's halftime, guys. Hey, George.
All right, folks, please don't forget to check out Vendor Village while you're in here and step onto all of them. And I'm sure Jorge is going to come in and tell you all about all the great vendors that are here at Franky Panky 2018. I didn't even ask if that's what Jorge was doing, but I know that Jorge is glad to talk to you about all the great things at Franky Panky.
Sí. Es verdad.
Oh, you know what? Wait, I just thought of something.
Uh-oh.
You ready for this, Vince?
What are you ready? What do you got?
So yesterday, I had to take a little drive, and I got a chance to listen to the feed. And on the feed, we started earlier yesterday because Jorge, our sound person, wanted to do some reads and do some stuff.
I didn't want to necessarily.
Beans being taped? All right, I'm coming. I'll get everybody over there right now. But Jorge was doing the reads, and I got back and said, Jorge, you really should, think about doing some announcing. And Jorge's like, I'm thinking about it. And oddly enough, I'm not sure how things just magically seem to work out. But it seems as though Jorge is going to be on the Sirens game with Standby Tommy Riggins coming up next. And Jorge, I have another special assignment.
Yes.
Right now,
yes.
Mean Bean is being taped to a wall. One of us should be over there with that mic covering it.
Where's
there.
the wall?
Go that way.
I can go this way?
Cut through the Des Moines bench.
I can't hear anything you're saying.
You have permission from tournament head announcer I'll be damned to cut through the bench.
Oh. There's it's fine. I'll walk a long way.
There you go.
They're working on it. It's going to take them a minute anyways.
If there are any DCF employees or
Things just
caseworkers
get
or
weirder and
attorneys
weirder these
in the building,
days.
please leave now. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm over here. There is a small child being taped to a wall. A young person. I apologize. How do you feel about this, Mean Bean?
I'm not sure.
Try harder.
It's a mix of excitement and I hate myself.
Okay. You should never hate yourself. You made a good choice. I don't really know.
I'm not sure about that.
Who did you make angry to get you taped up, though?
This was Red's fault and Tiny.
Tiny's fault. Not really.
It's Tiny's fault.
Okay.
Tiny came up and paid $23. $23 at the last minute to make this happen. It's Tiny's fault. I don't know where Tiny is, but it's all Tiny's fault.
I mean, fault makes it sound like it's a negative thing that we're doing right now. But really, I think it should be thanks to Tiny, we have the glorious task of taping up Mean Bean. Tiny came in at the clutch, and we'll tap back into, talk more about the kid that's on the wall. It's a new decoration for TRD. We tape up juniors on walls. It's like a wall sconce, except it's a kid. So a couple things worth mentioning. We do have the travel team bake sale out there. They're still selling some wonderful sweets. If you like sweet stuff, we do love to send our travel teams to other places. So, get together with us. We'll do the thing. And without further ado, we have another basket up here. It's time for me to call a ticket for the Tivana basket. Ticket is in my hand. All right, we got reds and blues. I'm not looking. All right. Ticket number 154937. 154937. If this is your ticket, come up and get your Tivana. T. Bags OT. We have a winner! I think. Maybe. Let me just verify. What? I got to verify. I have to. 937. Tank did not win this one. Wow. Congratulations. A well-deserved basket. I don't know what to do with that. All right. So if you are a skater, are friends with a skater, or want to be a skater, you're going to want to head over to Skater's Choice Skate Shop. The word skate was so many times in that sentence. Apparently there's somebody drinking coffee out of other people's coffee mugs, and that's pretty bad. Things have gotten weird. Or you did it and you didn't even notice. Folks, 5 o'clock, you're going to be able to drink some more beer. We have $2 PBRs, $3 Bud Lights, and $4 ciders available to you. But it will not be available to you until 5 o'clock after this game is over, the juniors game, because we do not sell alcohol during juniors games. But if you like alcohol, if you are over 21 and you drink, you're going to want to go ahead and buy a ticket for that basket of booze, because we have over 30 bottles of spirits and liquors. The winner will be announced during the final game of Franky Panky today. You do not have to be present to win, but you must be over 21 to enter. So go ahead and get on it. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, or the shirt that's on this hanger, they are pretty much the same, except one's lightly worn, whatever. They are for sale in the Wrecking Mall. You get it? It's a pun. The Wrecking Mall. These are for sale, $15 each. They're very, very comfortable. I can attest to that. I love a soft shirt. I don't know, sensitive skin or whatever. You know. These were designed by our very own TRD members, so go ahead and buy yourself a shirt. $15 in the merch room, the Wrecking Mall. If you're interested in these swim trunks, you'll have to go to JCPenney's. You okay? You just chilling? Tonight's after party is going to be at the Pegasus Lounge off Nebraska and Fowler. If you're interested in a party with some of these awesome TRD people, you're going to want to go there, get yourself a drink if you're over 21, and hang out. Al is going to be doing some fun karaoke. And there's a Gary walking towards me. Hello, Gary. Saunter? Gary Saunters? That could be a good last name. Gary Saunters. Upcoming games, April 28th and 29th, we have the Spring Break Swarm. That's going to be the juniors tournament. It's one heck of a way to see the future of Derby right here in Tampa. We have some amazing teams coming out to play. A lot of heart, a lot of awesome, awesome, awesome Derby. And then if you're around Tampa for Cinco de Mayo, we also are going to have the... Oh, I got distracted. We're going to have the Tampa home team season opener. It's like ADD. Oh. This is Tiny Groot. He belongs to Ito. DJ Ito. Yep, May 5th, Tampa home team season opener. If you're from Tampa or you like to drive for Derby, come hang out with us. It's going to be amazing. We have 4 teams. One is open gender at this point, and we are moving forward. Some very competitive teams going to end up playing with us. Tracy Carberry is here with Lip Sense. If you're a derby player and you wear makeup while you play, you definitely want to go see her. She has lip coloring that is waterproof and smudge proof. Pretty much life proof, except not George proof. That's the line of the day. Pixie's Bling Hideaway is over here as well. All jewelry $5. And lead and nickel free. Our jam line sponsor is Night Owl Photography. That's one of our very own skaters, Rebel. And if you haven't gotten any Albecue yet, it's time to get some. It's getting around time for like a midday snack or something, right? It's like 4 Z's. I don't know. We have breakfast. We have 11 Z's, lunch, midday snack, afternoon snack. Get you some pork. Pork and mac and cheese while it still lasts. And then Vince is doing a scary dance. I don't know what to do. I need an adult. I need the most adulty adult to come out here right now and protect me. Beb, I'm looking at you. Wow. Way to leave me hanging. What? A little bit. We're going to be getting back to some amazing derby here in a minute. And I want to say thank you to everybody for being here. Enjoy the rest of the game.
Roller derby fans, we are 1 minute away from the second half of this JRDA sanctioned derby game. If you're watching live on the Albie Dam Entertainment Network, my name is Vince Hannity. I will be joined momentarily by the Colonel himself, the head of Tampa Roller Derby announcing, and your tournament head announcer for Franky Panky 2018, Colonel Albie Dam. And Hellfire and Brimstone. Once again, I am Vince Hannity for this JRDA game, courtesy of the Chief Justice of Florida DJ Derbies and one of the best damn DJ Derbies in the Southeast, DJ Ito. We're about to get back underway. It will be Jamit Jacob and Farico Suave with the stars. Pack's underway. If you're just joining us, welcome. Tampa Bay Juniors are in the pink jerseys, and Des Moines Derby Bratz are in the black jerseys. And Al, that will be Jamit Jacob as your lead jammer for the opening jam.
Jamit Jacob indeed taking lead jam for the first jam of the second half with a 90-point lead, and the lead jammer role is Des Moines Derby Bratz over Tampa Junior Roller Derby and Frico Suave.
But Frico Suave will catch a break on the power jam, as I believe it's either a forearm or a back block for Jamit Jacob being assessed. But unfortunately, a cut track will go against Frico Suave, so a jammer dozy-do. Jam goes the full 2 minutes, and it will be a Jamit Jacob Des Moines power jam. Direction of gameplay, that one going against Enigma of Des Moines. Coming in fast.
Wow. Wow.
They're faster than the jam refs, faster than the scorekeepers, and I'll be damned, they're even faster than the announcers at this point.
Womp, 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 womp. And all of a sudden, we have a new announcer. Charlie Brown's parents says, womp, 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 womp.
And Frico Suave on the power jam as Jamit Jacob coming in a little too hot. Again, another back block penalty. 2 power jams in the same jam for Tampa Bay Junior Derby, Al.
That's, you know what? We said it earlier. You don't have to get it all at once. Just keep getting it. Keep closing the gap. Yes, it's, what, 84 points now? Nope.
About 85, you know, give or take a little bit here and there, but not a bad way to start off the first period.
Okay, I got you. Well, whatever.
It's doable. You got to have a lot of things go your way, but it's doable.
I can't schedule me and you together anymore. It seems like every time we're together this weekend, I end up doing math. That's not a good thing.
I told you, math is my job. Math is my job.
Do not worry, folks. It is not one of the sternos at LBQ that's burning. That is that is my brain doing math.
And that is On Your Last Nerve burning up the track. Lead jammer for your Tampa Bay Juniors. Again, if you're just joining us on the Albie Dam Entertainment Network on YouTube, Des Moines Derby Bratz are in the black, Tampa Bay Junior Derby in the pink, and that is On Your Last Nerve. 4 points on the pass, and Jamit Jacob out of the darkness into the light, off out of the box on the track. And Anya says, "Excuse me, sir, but I would like to end this jam now, please." And a destruction penalty will go late against Honey Badger, sending her to the box. Jamit Jacob will sneak in for 1 lone point, but that's going to be a 7-1 jam advantage, Tampa Bay Juniors.
$7-12. Nope, that is not the time. Davinsky and Razor. We went old school pivot setup, and Razor on the inside. Little Miss Perfect swinging a miss. Slowed down a little bit, but not very much.
Yeah, Al, it seems like the last 10 minutes of gameplay, Des Moines just having excellent luck on that inside lane. Just a little bit luckier, finding just enough of a gap to get through. But hello, Temple Terrace Police Department. I would like to report a theft as Haley Dubinsky sneaking in to make it a 4-4 jam for no advantage.
No, that's, yeah, that was, at that, yeah, see, that, you're catching damitis.
You all right? I got it from you.
That's hilarious. Wow. Yes, but you know what? Triple check Tiny or Zabinski as number 7. When you come out even in that case, you won.
Indeed. And it is going to be a triple threat. Once again, a lead jammer for Des Moines. Franky Suave kind of getting hung up with the pack with Enigma, with Mad Hatter, and I can't quite tell who that third blocker is. I believe that's Dragonfire. Oh, and tough break as Franky Suave to the box. So power jam for triple threat and Des Moines. Brace Diamond trying to hold the wall against Frico. Here comes number 9, Dragonfire for the offense. Gets part way, calls it off.
Honey Badger with the forearm being sent to the box. Honey Badger got a hit in on triple threat. And triple threat went down 3 times as fast. But then Honey Badger come back with the forearm.
I see what you did there. And it's going to be Jammin' Jacob on the power start formation for Des Moines. And I believe, yep, 4-3 pack advantage for Des Moines. And once again,
wow.
Enigma, just with that leverage and power. Al, I could have gotten through for lead jammer on that one with Enigma blocking for me. That's just how effective he's been this game.
Wow. I was watching. There was a lot of communication going on between the bench and 3 or 4 people giving the same signals to different people. And then out of nowhere, as soon as the whistle blew, the formation changed, and it just, that was a chess move right there on wheels. It truly was. That was, I feel like Tampa just got manipulated, truly.
The human chess game, trademark Larry Zabisco. And hit out and draw back courtesy of Little Rebel slowing down Tampa Bay Junior Jammer, Franky Suave, and now that's going to be number 8, Muhammad Ali.
Look, these 2 teams are ranked 4 and 5. They're 2 talented teams of skaters. And Des Moines, quite honestly, Des Moines played the number 2 team yesterday, Attack Pack, and Attack Pack was looking really good. And they will come out of this weekend ranked even. I mean, they're I see Attack Pack going into champs as number 2 if looking things at is I don't know, maybe not, but it looks that way so far because Foho probably Diamond City is going to remain number 1. Some of the other teams have a lot of work to do. They're the top teams for a reason, but wow. And Des Moines, with the Attack Pack as strong as they are, look, it wasn't too long ago that Des Moines ruled the roost. When I was in Lincoln, they ruled the roost.
Indeed.
So they're not going to get, they're going to come back. If they lose like that to Attack Pack, no matter how high the team's ranked, Coach Mark's not going to let them come out flat the next day.
And we'll stop for an injury to Anya Last Nerve, although that is going to be a cutting the track penalty on Razor. So once gameplay resumes, this will turn into a power start for Tampa Bay Junior Derby. Anya able to get up on her own power and go to the bench. Again, if you're watching us on the Albie Dam Entertainment Network, you are watching game number 4, technically game number 11 of the weekend for Franky Panky 2018 Des Moines Derby Bratz versus Tampa Bay Junior Derby. Clock stopped, 21 minutes, 51 seconds left in regulation. Score on the board, Des Moines Derby Bratz 183, Tampa Bay Junior Derby 75. Tampa Bay Juniors in the pink jerseys, Des Moines in the black jerseys. Head ref Pac-Man has stopped things for an official timeout, reviewing things with the officials.
Those of you in the wrecking hall, make sure you take the time to walk through Vendor Village one more time. Make sure that you got all the purchases that you intended to make. Skater's Choice, Tampa Junior Roller Derby, and many, many other vendors all over there, including the Tampa Bake Sale, The raffle booth is over there. We still got great prizes. We gave that prize away at halftime. Yes, it's no longer here. And there'll be more. I think there's more. I'll check into that after this. Zibinski back at the jammer line with a 2-skater advantage for Tampa right now. That's numbers.
Yeah, Zubinski kind of doing that fullback draw up the middle of the scrum. Gets her through for lead jammer. Number 8, Muhammad Ali, kind of going for a head fake on Zubinski. Zubinski able to get past through, get around the outside and turn number 1. No pass, no penalty, but will still be awarded the Grand Slam and calls it off, Al.
Zubinski and Tinkerbaum did a little bit of manipulation on their own that time. You saw Zubinski nod to Tink nod back, and then as soon as the second nod, Tink went in and closed off the outside lane, similar to how Enigma closed off the inside lane earlier, and Tink opened it up for her jammer to get by. Great play. A little bit of manipulation going both ways here.
Good for the goose, good for the gander. Colonel be damned, we're back underway as it was actually the Tampa Bay Juniors working that deep freeze that we saw yesterday that Des Moines was doing, trying to keep that jammer in the box for at least 3 jams. Multiplayer block. This one's going to go against number 9, Dragonfire. And this is going to be for, no, it's actually going to be number 12, Razor. Lead jammer call as it's a penalty on Frico Suave. Al, we're still seeing signs of life and signs of fighting spirit in the Tampa Bay Juniors. We talked about this a little bit off mic. We said with that win with the pack over Des Moines, is this going to be more of the Tampa Bay Juniors seeing their opening, or more of Des Moines thinking, don't get mad, get even?
Could be right now Des Moines in control, but Tampa not showing any signs of backing down, still trying to put it together as Frico Suave comes, nope. Yeah, Frico, great move. The little dipsy-do on the outside and then back on the inside. 360 spin move between the jammer and the pivot lines. What a series of moves by Frico Suave to get himself freed up. Go ahead.
And we'll get a fortunate break as Razor goes to the penalty box for a back block. So Frico now on a Tampa Bay Juniors power jam.
Again with Frico with another move going on 10s already. And he's done a couple of 360 spin moves on the inside. There's the third one, but this time he gets hit. Close in. That is
Muhammad Ali, number 8, doing double duty
wow.
with the juniors and 18. So aging up with Team United. Number 9, Dragonfire, the pivot reports to the box. But, oh, cutting the track. Oh, my goodness.
I was just about to say Frico having the jam of the bout so far, but womp womp. 5-1, 11-5. No.
And Al will technically start with what the rules were meant to prevent a jammerless jam. I believe, if I understand the rules correctly, because Bud has hit seat for the Tampa Bay Junior Jammer, that will result in Razor being released immediately from the box and starting the jam out that way. Yes.
I feel smarter just sitting next to you. Vince. I'm just saying. I know. Oh, Al.
Oh, Al. In the meantime, say hello to the bad girl as Razor gets a lead jammer for Des Moines. Waterfall up front to try and get the Razor contained out of the darkness into the light. Frico Suave done with the penalty. And that's our jam.
Frico coming out hot to be able to get through. Pete in the pool and Sherlock, 2 of our volunteer zebras skating by. We're so, you know, look at all the names that we have here. A lot of them come from all over, everywhere, but especially from, they're from teams leagues here in Florida that do not have teams here, but they're here just because they're Derby refs. That I guess my point is, we're pretty lucky to be in the Sunshine State as far as Derby volunteers.
Word. Yes, thank you particularly to all officials, and particularly all Team Florida officials, doing the very best they can to make sure everything is even at playing field, that the rules are respected and safety respected. Got so many volunteers, officials we've had here this weekend, including, but certainly not limited to, Ref the Venture, No Hit Sherlock, Base Invader, Kilt Trip, Pete in the Pool. So many quality Florida skating officials here this weekend now.
And not just, while they're talking about officials, how about Pac-Man? Shout out to Pac-Man. He was involved in that call yesterday where I passed you a note that said they might want to check that skater out because we had a very large fall, a hard fall right here in front of us, and I was concerned. But by the time I passed you the note, Pac-Man had skated over from the opposite side of the track, whistled it dead, and went to see a medic and said, "You need to go check him out."
Pac-Man said, "It's cool, I got this." And speaking of, hey, I got this. Hey, Triple Threats got this as lead jammer once again for the Des Moines Derby Bratz, but got this on the defense as Honey Badger, the pivot with the hit out and drawback.
I made sure this morning, one of the first things I did once I got caught up was went back there, and I was lucky enough to run into Pac-Man and shook that man's hand and told him exactly why and thanked him for his service.
This just in, Pac-Man, solid dude. And this just in, your jammers for the next jam number 11 of the second period. Number 07, Jamet Jacob for Des Moines. And number 4, On Your Last Nerve for the Tampa Bay Juniors. About 16 minutes, 30 seconds left in regulation. Score, Des Moines 203, Tampa Bay Juniors 90. Wait for it, wait for it.
Goodness. Sorry, sir. On Your Last Nerve took a big hit. And Anya's coming back. She had just seen the medic. You saw the medic frantically run over there to check. Well, of course, the medics always, the volunteers, they always take care of people. But that one happened to be Anya Patella running over there to check on Anya Last Nerve. So, a little bit of mama in there.
Indeed. And speaking of Anya Last Nerve, not only is she lead jammer, she's on a power jam as Jamet Jacob in the box. But that's going to be actually a cut track. And that is confirmed on Anya Last Nerve. I thought it might have been a blocker, but Lynx, our jam rep, comes over and says, no, hey, that's a cut track. Web Lynx will send Anya to the box, and that will free Jamet Jacob for his own Des Moines power jam. And destruction, this will go on Muhammad Ali for Des Moines.
Peaches and Scream trying to hold up that Doasco. Jamet Jacob, but Jamet Jacob getting through. Now back with the four-wall of Tampa. Tinkerbomb goes with a swing and a miss. It does appear that Tampa is getting a little bit tired because their movements aren't quite as crisp as they were. And I'm not, hey, I'm just calling what I see. Lord knows, everybody knows I'm a Tampa Junior. I'm a diehard. I'm a fanboy.
We call them as we see them.
We have to. It's our job. We're announcers. We're not. If we were fans, we'd be up in the stands and I'd be yelling Tampa, Tampa.
And this next game will start off as a Des Moines power start, as unfortunately for Tampa Bay Junior Derby, Anya Patella is reporting back to the box on another cut track penalty. Team timeout called for Tampa Bay Juniors. I believe it's a second team timeout of the game.
Yes, Coach Rojo has something that she wants to slow down things. So.
And this may just be one of those, hey, calm your knee pads, team timeout. Sometimes you got to say, look, take a deep breath, calm your knee pads. Let's get back into this. Let's focus. Yeah, some things didn't go our way, but let's get back into it.
Vince.
Al.
I love you, man.
I love
do.
you,
and
Al.
You're almost always right. But come on, Rojo Grande. And I promise you, that calm speaking voice that you had just then, And with that and the fact that Rojo Grande's head is kind of giving it this, y'all can't see, but you can tell she is rather verbal over there. And
Well, I mean,
she's probably saying the same thing, but I don't think she's going, well, you know, y'all, we
Well, I mean,
really need
Al,
to
this
calm
is the
down. Everything
JRDA
is under
approved version. This is the approved for the Albie Dam Entertainment Network JRDA Productions. Because I would like to be invited back to announce Franky Panky 2019. Is all I'm saying.
You don't mean the 10th anniversary, Franky Panky.
So I'm told.
Uh-oh. Wow.
Keep the streak alive. Keep the streak alive.
Right?
What? I'm sorry. I think we got some CB interference here on the microphone feed.
I might know a guy. Triple threat. 333 going to work. Coming down on the bottom. Looked like he was going to cut inside, went out, and then back in the middle of the turn. Really weird way. If you saw that on the John Madden little telestrator drawn up, that would be kind of weird. It's like a little zigzag across the. We did a zipper move in the team in between turns number 1 and 2.
Well, you see Al, what he does a zipper move, and then it comes up Enigma, just clears out the sign, goes into motion, and boom, gets on through to get the pass completed. So if I'm doing John, does that mean you're Pat Summerall? I don't know.
Yeah, that's who it is. Look, can we start passing out, instead of turkey legs, can we start passing out pork sandwiches?
I am all for that, sir.
LBQ, player of the game. Here's a pork sandwich.
And certainly earning his LBQ pork sandwich. A triple threat on another 4-point pass. Total of 9 on the jam. And again, Al, this is that deep freeze that we saw against the attack pack yesterday that Tampa Bay Juniors just cannot get Anya Patella out of the penalty box. And it's the same thing. Cut track penalty. Go to the box. Come back out. Cut track penalty. Back in the box. Completes the penalty. A third cut track penalty back in the box.
No, I know I'm not the statistician that you are, but I do know that is Anya Lassner's at least third.
Third of the period, and I say at least 5th of the game.
Yes, and Anya at one point had the first 2 and the only 2 Tampa jammer penalties. And the penalty bug has bitten Anya Lassner a little bit in this bout. That said, Anya Lassner has also been doing a heck of a job serving up the Albuquerque this weekend, and we thank her.
Well, I'm keeping my eye on that Tampa Bay Junior pack, and particularly our pivot number 7, Haley Zubinski. I got a sneaking suspicion I know what Rojo's up to. Jam will get called. And the deep freeze has thawed out, as fortunately for the Tampa Bay Juniors, they'll be able to field a jammer on the track as this next jam starts.
Sherlock! Officials can't hear us.
No, Sherlock's like, don't look, don't look, don't look. If I don't look, he can't see me.
Actually, I'm pretty sure for the most part that the officials on the track can't hear us. We try. We've been working with it for a lot here at the Wrecking Hall to set the sound, because we want the fans to be able to hear us, but not the officials. They want them to be able to hear.
Word.
So you'll notice we have nothing pointing to the track anywhere. We just try to put more speakers spread out and pointed right to a fan base so that we're not having to use as much volume, and we can talk to y'all instead of scream to y'all.
Jim and Jacob getting held up by number 9 Hot Wheels. Second effort will get him through on the inside. Confirmed a grand slam by our other jam ref. I believe that's General Relativity.
Frico Suave freed up. And I don't think that Frico knew that number 7, Jam It Jacob, had made it free, because Frico kind of slowed down and was regrouping up here when Frico probably needed to be like going, yikes, zoinks,
Zoinks! Like, let's get on through, Scoop, but it being held up is courtesy of Miss Batitude and number 9, Dragonfire. But Dragonfire, I believe, getting either a multiplayer or a direction penalty for her troubles. And clearly, Al, the instruction of the Des Moines bench, go long, we don't care at this point if Tampa keeps scoring, because the clock is our friend unless we absolutely have to keep running that clock.
And Frico, they always tell the jammers, get low, get low, get low. Frico had an inside line. There was no way he was going to get through there unless you get really low and go under all the obstacles that were in your way and keep your feet right along that line. He made a great move on the inside coming out of turn number 4.
And he'll get a break as for a forearm penalty. Jamit Jacob will report to the penalty box. So Power Jam Frico Suave for that much time left in the jam. But fortunately for the juniors, they have broken the century mark and will start off on a power start. And oh my goodness, Al, it's going to be number 7, Haley Zubinski.
Zubinski kind of coming up trying to take advantage of the power start. Frico Suave was getting winded towards the end of that jam, but can't say that I blame him. And he's stormed back trying to take advantage. Great. Yeah, you can tell he was tired. He had to work through that, and now Zubinski's going to work.
Well, here's the great opportunity. They've got a 4-3 pack advantage. They've got Enigma in the box. And Zubinski will take advantage and will get the call. Lead jammer Tampa Bay.
Get points now, all the points. And Zubinski she did not miss any time getting back around the track. You know why? Because she wanted to get through.
Ooh, and Zubinski Downs will call it off. May have had some incidental contact to the face. Might need EMTs over in turn number 1. As Zubinski, who's been a fighter all game long, a little slow to get up. And Zubinski gets up with the little ice bag there for the nose. Says, it's only a flesh wound. Have at thee.
You're not going to put Chiny out with a little bit of a nose bump.
While we're about to resume gameplay, special shout out to our photographic volunteers all weekend long, including Keith Ridge of Keith Ridge Photography, Kit Ruff, David Phantom Ortiz of Phantom Photographics, and the one, the only game changer, Mr. Ken LeBlue of Ken LeBlue Photography. This guy right here.
And don't forget Steve Javerzik there here as well.
I understand Ken LeBlue is looking for a new domain, something to do about array of something. I don't know. You may want to check with Ken to see what that's all about.
Steve Jerkovic is our other photographer that... Poor Steve. I forgot him more than once this weekend.
Yes, I have too.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Mad love to Steve Jerkovic.
Steve, I love you. I'm sorry.
We're old, we're senile. Please don't hold it against us. In the meantime, it'll be triple threat, and it will be Honey Badger with the stars for Des Moines and Tampa Bay. It will be Recnology to the box for a high block. And that's going to be joined by number 9, Dragonfire. So that collapsing pack is just what Honey Badger needs to get through and get the call, Al.
I don't even, yeah. Sometimes we get caught up in the action and we just watch just like you fans do. We just got, oh, wait.
I thought you were lead. No, I thought you were lead. I was pretty sure you were lead, dude.
What are we going to do today? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you
I don't know. What do you...
Don't stop that again.
Where do you want to go for lunch? Again, if you're just joining us on the Albie Dam Entertainment Network, you're watching game number 11 of Franky Panky 2018, the Des Moines Derby Bratz and Tampa Bay Junior Derby. Des Moines in the black, Tampa Bay Juniors in the pink. About to get to jam number 17 of the second period, Al.
Here we go. There's the whistle. Frico Suave on the jam. I thought I said something wrong, Vince.
No, that was all me. You're fine, bro. You're fine.
That is Frico Suave. Darn it, I'm saying
You got it. You got it.
Frico Suave coming back around. As number 12, Razor for the Derby Bratz. Frico with a big move, calls it off real quick. 138 points separate these two.
And Stout in turn number 1 doing the victory dance for Frico Suave for that 4-0 jam for the Tampa Bay Juniors.
Frico, I definitely believe, is the most prolific jammer of Tampa for this bout.
You just say prolific?
Did I say it right?
You're like, did I stutter?
I said it right?
Right?
Well, I don't know.
Huh?
I'm old.
Clock stopped, and I believe this is being shown.
Now you got me looking up stuff on Google.
This is going to be shown as a Des Moines team timeout, their second team timeout of the game. So clock stopped at 6 minutes, 38 seconds. Score on the board, Des Moines Derby Bratz 259, Tampa Bay Junior Derby 121. 2 more games left to play in Franky Panky 2018, as at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, or as soon as possible thereafter. It will be the Sea Sirens of Tampa Roller Derby taking on the Fort Myers Derby Girls. And then our Sunday night's main event, as the Tantrums of Tampa Roller Derby will take on Team United.
Absolutely. Not only that, with Gorgeous George making his first announcing debut here at Franky Panky. How's that, Vince?
How about
announcing? We never got to do that when we were just starting.
I'll tell you. Well,
Franky Panky for your first call. What?
Well, in fairness, my first gig was Sunshine Skate 2008.
Which was the... Oh.
So, you know, it does happen.
Well, you know what? That's a good thing for Gorgeous George to know. Standby and I decided that we were going to dress Gorgeous George as the old school wrestling Gorgeous George, and that is going to be George's stick.
And Jamet Jacob, does not stick the landing. So second effort will have to suffice at that point. And that's going to be a low block on number 9 Hot Wheels. Unfortunately, Jacob will call it off.
Zabisky coming back to the jammer line for Tampa, number 7. Still want to call her Triple Check Tiny. I don't know why y'all making me using these real names. It was really hard for me yesterday to say Conforte instead of Little Miss Perfect.
And Zubinski will take on K-Boom, who is going to get the call for Des Moines. And Tinker Bomb, a one-woman wall, but gets the out-of-play warning. Has to let Kate move on by. Grand Slam, Des Moines. And getting a little bit physical out there, Albingham. As that's going to be 110 with the defense. And K-Boom saying, excuse me, but I would like to call off the jam. And
that is not at all how that was done.
And that's going to be... Whoa, Pac-Man just laying down the authority. 3 penalties. It's, if I saw correctly, a low block, a forearm, and then at the end, Pac-Man makes it clear misconduct on top of that. And I think he, so disappointed with Zubinski's conduct. If he could have thrown out a jaywalking penalty, he would have. But that's a minute 30 seconds in the box for Zubinski and Tampa Bay Juniors. And now we're stopped at an official review.
Yeah, the officials want to talk. Pac-Man wants to
I'm not. I have a sneaking suspicion what this might be, Al.
Yeah,
and if it is, I don't like what it's going to mean for the Tampa Bay Juniors.
We don't say anything. No speculation. I was looking down at paper, and you were watching the Derby action. Dubinsky was not happy, and I don't think Pac-Man was impressed with Dubinsky's the way she handled that unhappiness. That was good, right? 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 It is a junior bout, so I can't go, holy beep, 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 beep. Yeah.
We sound like that Bill Cosby routine. What the?
What?
What the? Stop.
What?
Put up. Get out of my face.
Squirrel.
And we've got our alt ref Pika coming on over here for updates for the official timeout, and we'll have those for you momentarily. So, Al, here's the crazy thing. So we had number 7, Zubinski, was sent to the box initially for, I believe, a low block and a forearm, which would have been a minute in the box. And then apparently something happened that Pac-Man, who seems like a relatively chill dude, was not thrilled with. So on top of that, he assessed a misconduct. And apparently the misconduct continued as there were further misconduct penalties being assessed to the point where it was 4 penalties assessed. And then the conduct continued to the point where, again, Pac-Man, again, who seems like a fairly chill dude, said, you know what? You're done for the day, and expelled the skater in question. And now there are 4 penalty trips that must be served by an alternate Tampa Bay junior skater.
Yeah, number 7 is, when you get ejected, you cannot stay and sit and watch your team.
No, you're in the locker room.
Was
you're
coming
done.
over here and was sitting down like, okay, here we go. But it's like, oh wait, no, you can't do that.
Yeah, if you foul out, you're allowed to take off your gear and sit trackside as long as you're not on the bench. But if it's an ejection, you're done. You sit in the locker room until this game's over. And now, Des Moines effectively on a 2-minute power jam with all those penalties that were assessed previously.
Absolutely, this one's going to go the duration, but it's because if I can do those math right, I believe by the time you spend 4 30-second penalties in a 2-minute jam, yeah,
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, well, okay, fine.
Again, we talked about it yesterday with the attack pack and Des Moines, that mental game. So key thing, it's when it's late in the game, it's 2 minutes, it's 90 degrees in the Orange Bowl, it's 4th and 3rd, the QB calls a hard count, and not only do you not jump off sides, but you don't lose your cool.
And Dubinsky, look, super talented skater, very seldom gets in trouble, but is a very passionate competitor. And I've seen a little bit of fire sometimes, nothing to that level, but fatigue has to be setting in too. I mean, there's been a lot of pounding, and Standby and I made this comment earlier in our game with the adults, and you and I talked about it earlier. The pack play in this tournament has been so outstanding and so hard and so vicious, and over time, that takes more out of a skater, especially these speed skaters, than it would be to just racing around the track getting points. After a while, these speedsters that keep getting hit and keep getting hit and keep getting hit, and you get fatigued, and it's a hard. I am not making excuses for number 7, and Lord knows, I am a Zabinski fan. I'm just saying, you know what? It happened. Everybody's tired. We'll move on, and she'll be a better skater, and she'll you know what?
It's okay to be a fan of someone and recognize that, you know what? They screw up because they're human like us too.
You know what? I made a mistake once. I thought I did.
Turns out you were just wrong, though. It happens. And in the meantime, a Razor on the power jam for Des Moines. So now that's going to be Frico Suave back on the track as a jammer for the Tampa Bay Juniors.
Frico coming back in tiny spot and trying to fight through. Frico Suave getting through. 3:10 to 121. 1 minute left to play here in this contest.
Under a minute left. Des Moines Derby Bratz, 313 points. Tampa Bay Junior Derby, 121. 37 seconds and counting left in regulation. It will be On Your Last Nerve, and it will be K-Boom jamming for the Tampa Juniors and Des Moines, respectively.
Not my words, yours. On Your Last Nerve. Coming around. Anya coming out hot, coming back on the inside, trying to get through. She's going to try to get more points than her brother did, at least.
Indeed, and Anya will get a power jam as K-Boom in the box for Des Moines. Period clock expired. Jam clock now controls. Enigma running the point of the braced triangle. Here comes Peaches and Screams to try and break it up. Tinker Bomb with absolutely no fear trying to take on Enigma.
No pass, no penalty over the fourth as Anya Lasner tries to come around, and now that's number 13 back.
Oh, and a blocking with the head on K-Boom. So Anya Lasner with another power jam for the Tampa Bay Juniors.
Kaboom looked like Kaboom was going to make a move on the inside, get points. But then the blocking with the head call blew that plan up. Kaboom blew that pan up.
I see what you did there. It was puntastic.
I know, right?
That is going to be the unofficial final, and our unofficial score on the board. Des Moines Derby Bratz 313, Tampa Bay Junior Derby 135. So credit to the Des Moines Derby Bratz. Could have lost it mentally after that tough loss in the attack back yesterday, but I'll be damned, not an exaggeration to say they come roaring back a day later for a dominating win over a team ranked no lower than number 5 in the open division.
Absolutely. Everybody get up trackside and put your hands together and enjoy the victory lap for the team from Des Moines, the Des Moines Derby Bratz. You guys take your lap. Well, they'll take it in a minute. You know, you spoke of the pun a minute ago, and I got to say that yesterday we were talking together when we were working the other junior bout, and we got a shout out from Leia Flatt on Facebook. Leia Flatt on Facebook last night that she loved the damn Hannity show, and that it was extremely punny.
Oh, thanks, Leia.
Oh, thanks, Leia. Don't you love it when Derby legends compliment you?
Hashtag does not suck.
Right? Exactly. I thought we were good. Oh, you know what? They're doing pictures. LeBlue out there getting good quality pictures of the teams before they do their laps. I think we're going to do a victory lap. Hello.
We might get a victory lap. We might not. I don't know.
Hey, are we not taking victory laps? Because there's more tournaments.
Well, there's the confirmed final, 3:13, 137.
Oh, I didn't know we were womp womp. I'm so silly. Don't talk to me. You're not supposed to let me be that stupid.
Hey, when THA Albie Dam says, I want a victory lap, then damn it, there'll be a victory lap.
Put your hands together for the Des Moines Derby Bratz. Thank you very much for coming out. They came back strong from their fight yesterday. Great job, Des Moines Derby Bratz.
And roller derby fans, please welcome back to the track your Tampa Bay Junior Roller Derby.
Gosh, I hate when I say. Sometimes I just womp.
Womp womp.
Hey Al, how about we confirm the final first? Oh, that's a great idea. Okay, never mind, Vince. Don't worry about it.
Well, I'll be damned. I swear, I believe we just had a preview of Spring Break Swarm, April 28th and 29th here at the Wrecking Hall in Tampa, and with the JRDA National Tournament later this year.
Absolutely. I love Junior Derby anyway, and to be able to host Spring Break Swarm just a month away. We're going to be doing this whole tournament thing in just 4 weeks.
Oh, my God.
For Junior Derby. Junior Derby is amazing. All right, guys, I'm Albie Dam. Thank you for listening. Stick around. Those of you out there on ABD Entertainment, thank you for listening. Stick around. We were going to be back with the action in just a few minutes as the Sea Sirens go to work with gorgeous George making his announcing debut with Standby.
Sea Sirens Fort Myers coming up in a few.